Hello, everybody. This is the Gamer CJ podcast. On Podbean. Dun, 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 dun. And then the Satan's Fall. Featuring interviews. Oh, come on. Featuring isolated background noise and talking about music, video games, and more. This is the CJ Griffin podcast. Gamer CJ podcast, hosted by CJ Griffin. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to episode 4 of my podcast. I know this has been a long time. No one will be watching, just like my YouTube channel, which you can follow at Gamer CJ. My username is Gamer CJ, and my profile picture is the same as my YouTube channel, so you can follow it if you want to. And this is another episode of my favorite new wave of British heavy metal albums, part 2. The first part, I talked about several different bands. This time, I'm talking about bands that are a little more well-known. I don't have any Diamond Head on my phone. I'm going to be reading the tracks all from my phone. So that's going to give you a little bit of insight. So this is the top 10 list. And I don't know if I don't remember. I honestly, before I recorded this, but last episode I said I reviewed a band called Fireclown, and I was going to say Tigers of Pantang. Well, now, and some other bands, now we're going to make it a 10 out of 10. Now we're going to be reviewing certain bands from this era. I have more than one album, and other bands I don't consider these to be newer British heavy metal, like, for instance, Spider. They're a heavy metal band or a hard rock band. They were considered new wave of British heavy metal. They are not on my list. This is going to be a quick little list of my favorite new wave of British heavy metal albums. And I don't know if I ever talked about this one before, but number 10, my least favorite of the part 2 list, is Spellbound by Tigers of Pantang. Oh no, I already said that one. Never mind. But in this list they're number 10. Yeah, this album is amazing. But it does have Jess Cox, who was the original vocalist, who I prefer, by the way. Even though I found it weird that your man, well, I don't know. In England, it's weird with the amount of names like Jess Cox, the drummer of Whitesnake, who played in 1987, Ashley Dunbar. It's like all these crazy names, Well, I shouldn't say that. Skid Row as their bassist was Rachel Bowen, so, whatever. So that is my number 10. It was already on another list, and yes, I'm going to put it again. It is Tigers of Pantang, Spellbound, and, you've got typical stuff like Hellbound, which is ironic. I think that's the name of the third album. This is the 97 reissue, so you've got like All or Nothing, Bad Times, It Ain't Easy, and Don't Take Nothing. Blackjack is a good song. Now we're going to move on to number 9, and you guys probably don't consider them as new album, but I consider this band totally new album. And you guys are probably going to hate me for this when you see this. I love Iron Maiden. I have 5 of their albums. I have Iron Maiden, Killers, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave. Out of all that, my least favorite is Number of the Beast. Now, the reason is the only two songs I like on here are I mean, I don't know if this is a reissue, but Total Eclipse, which is track 8, Hallowed Be Thy Name, which is track 9. And I think that's really it with this album. Run to the Hills is a good song, but out of all my favorite Iron Maiden albums, and I'm a huge Clive Burr fan, I think he's one of my favorite drummers. I am a drummer, so I like to feel Number of the Beast. Yeah, it's a good album, but a lot of the songs are just, I don't know. They rub me the wrong way. Now, I did buy this album on CD back when I first started getting into heavy metal, but or metal, I didn't really like it. See, when I first heard the Iron Maiden records, I was more into Peace of Mind and Power Slave. But then when I heard the first 3 again, because I went to a live show and someone was doing covers of them, I was like, man, this is really good shit. Unfortunately, I mean, it is good. That's all I got to say. All right. That is number 9. Now we're going to get into Grim Reaper. I love Grim Reaper, but I already did this. Rock You to Hell, number 8. Later on down the line, I did this last time. I just did it with, but the more, that's why I did a part 2, because I'm pretty much going to reorder the albums I had before and include some of them. But Grim Reaper, Rock You to Hell is number 8. Honestly speaking, I will say this. This album is great. Rock You to Hell, Night of the Vampire, Lust for Freedom, Rock Me Until I Die, You Wish You Were Never Born, all those songs are pretty good. But it's 8 because, it's not the best. All right, number 7. Gaskin. They're not well known, but this album is great. I love Paul Gaskin. He's a really good singer. And the reason I was doing this is because, I don't know if you know, there's a player in the NFL. His name is Myles Gaskin, but he's not related to the lead singer. I'm sure if you mention him, hey, there's an album based off your last name, he would go, I don't really listen to it. But this is the only one I really have. I really like. Their second album, I like too, but this one is great. You got Victim of the City, Burning Alive, End of the World, which is title track. You've got Lonely Man and I'm No Fool, Handful of Reasons. A lot of these albums, I'm just giving random subscriptions, or that's out of the top 5, pretty much. We're out of the top 5, or we're out of, and what? Oh yeah, that was number 7. Now we're gonna get to number 6, and that's where it gets really interesting. This next album is in 86. Now, I said it on the last New Wave of Heavy Metal Top 10 Favorite Albums podcast, that basically this album came out in 86, right? But I consider the era, people consider the New Wave of Heavy Metal to be from 79 to 86. I consider it, or 79 to 84, that's what it is, 80 to 84. Though there's some good albums, I think it ends in 86. And Elixir, Son of Odin, is my number 6 choice. This album is great. I don't really know the band. I just know that it kicks ass. You guess would you consider this album to be power metal? But that's my kind of thing of the album. It's the only songs I really listen to are, tracks 3. This is a deluxe edition or the 2007 edition. So it's got Chariot of the Gods, which is I guess a single. You've got Winds of Time, and you've got Treachery, which is the song before Son of Odin, and it's really good. It's got that sort of Nickel McBrain, like ride hi-hat kind of thing. I might drum. Oh no, I unplugged that shit. Never mind. But it's just like I'm gonna do it. It's like it's it's got that skip. I call it the skip. Din 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 din. Think of like just a power metal intro. That's what it is. That's number 6. Now we're gonna get into the top 5, narrowing it down the list, and we're gonna do Crucifixion. This is a compilation album that includes all of their material. This album is great. Because I love their Green Eyes EP, and I love the On the Run single. It's got the Fox, which is debut single, Death Sentence Leaving, and it's got an alternate mix of Jailbait as track 4. Jailbait is track 3 on the Green Eyes EP. You've got Gun Fishing Freeway, that's a demo. You got War Slaves, and then of course you've got all of the single material on the EP. You've got Take It or Leave It, amazing song. Take it or leave it, run down and make it. I don't care what people say, rock is here to stay. It's just great. On the Run, great song. And of course, my favorite song that they did, Green Eyes. Moon Rising is okay, Jailbait's okay. You've got the compilation version of the Fox. Now with Jailbait, this is a different mix. And then of course you've got track 14, which is I think Sacrifice. So great collection. All right. So now that was 5. Now we're going to get into the top 4. And I forgot to talk about these albums, this band, but it's a band called Avenger. And Ian Swift, or Swifty Swift, he is their lead vocalist. He sung in a band called Atomicraft and also sung in a band called Tyson Dog, which they're okay. I've got Too Wild to Tame, the anthology. This one has the entire crap. Here, let me just look it up. I know the album. It's really hard that I've noticed on this band, Avenger, that you can never find anyone doing covers of this band. All right, yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah. Blood Sports, which is disc 1, of course, with the song Hot and Heavy Express. You've got Too Wild to Tame, On the Rocks, which is on the same song from this album. It's got Enforcer, You Never Take Me Alive. Track 6 is a cover by Montrose called Matriarch, but I'm not a fan of that. Warfare, great melodic song. You've got On the Rocks. Rough Ride, Victims of Force. Death Race 2000, great song. And NOTJ, which is Night of the Jackal. And then disc 2 is Killer Elite. Sorry. I love this band. I just don't really remember the albums. So this compilation is great. If you love Avenger and you love Higher Energy, New British Heavy Metal. I mean, they have a single drum set, so it's kind of Maiden-esque because one of their albums they covered Killers from the second Iron Maiden album, which to me that is legit Iron Maiden. So it's good, and that's number 4. This is the band I actually missed in my last review because now we're getting closer and closer to my favorites. So this band is called Jaguar. This band released the Excellent Power Games, and this is disc 1 of the anthology. It's got singles, Backstreet Women, Chasing the Dragon, Storm Child, Acts Crazy, the entire Power Games album. And then you've got some like different songs like Raw Deer, Cold Heart, Dirty Tricks, Long Shadows, and Last Flight. My favorite song that they did was Backstreet Women. It's got a good like it's got that good just punchy stuff. I love that. I love Jaguar. Their album this time is pretty good too. If you're into like AOR commercial stuff, that's good. War Machine, Acts Crazy is awesome. Master Game, you've got Run for Your Life, Prisoner. Great songs, and that is my number 3. All right, now. Before I forget, I'm going to go to Iron Maiden. That's what I'm going to do. Iron Maiden. All right. So, remember before I said that Number of the Beast was my least favorite of the classic albums? And I said I'm a big Clive Burr fan. Well, I have to go with Killers as my number 2. You've got, all the songs if you're metalheads, but Wrathchild, which is an okay song. It's a little on the weird side. You've got Murders in the Rue Morgue, which is great. You've got Another Life, great song, even though I've heard people, Clive Burr doesn't do the hi-hat pedal that much, and yet when I hear people play the drums, now I hear he's very talented, but if you want to be authentic to the song, why do you have to use a hi-hat pedal? He doesn't do that in the opening of the song. Seriously. I've only heard Clive Burr do it once. He's a little different than Nico, okay? And I will say this, Nico McBrain, far technical, but when you're playing stuff like Iron Maiden's music, and you're playing Clive Burr, I think this guy's name was Elo Sato or something. He's like this, he's this YouTube drummer, and he's a big fan of Clive Burr like I am. But he did Another Life, and it goes dun 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 dun, but in the middle it's like dun 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 dun. Clive Burr does not do that with his foot in the song. And I hate when they're playing Clive Burr stuff, he doesn't use his left foot pedal to play that. Okay? He doesn't do it. He doesn't. Okay? Like when I hear and this is just a little rant too. I hate when I hear people that are playing thrash and heavy metal, like this band Tornadic, like they're a band from San Francisco to young people, but they play thrash metal. And their new drummer, I forgot his name, but I follow him. I follow him on Twitter, and they're a great thrash metal band. This drummer I hear is supposed to be a badass. They have a single bass drum, and I guess they have double bass. I don't really know. And I hear him playing some thrash metal. In the middle of it, I hear at the breaks, I hear, oh my God. I just think of when you use your hi-hat pedal, especially in thrash metal, I think you're a pussy, my opinion, because it's fast metal. if you want to keep time, use the bass drum. Why do you have to go? Like it doesn't fit the energy of the music. I'm just saying. Whatever. Yeah, but Clive Burr doesn't do that. And In Another Life is a great song. Genghis Khan, Innocent Exile, Killers, Prodigal Son, Purgatory, and Drifter. Great, great, great songs. Now we move on to number one. I already made this list before. I forgot. I should have included the Stalemate single by Oscillate, but you know what? My favorite all-time New Baby Sugar Metal album. It hasn't changed. It's Wolf, Edge of the World. Highway Rider, Edge of the World, Highway Rider, Heaven for Rock and Roll. Oh, shit. Well, wait, can I do that? I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, geez. I had no idea I could actually record other songs. Jesus Christ. Great, great, great. Yeah. You've got Head Contact. Now, I don't care if he does that, the symbol, because this to me is more hard rock. So I hate when bands just do that when the music is like increasingly heavy. This is just a rock. Yeah, it's heavy, but it just fits the music. No, I don't think that really fits thrash, in my opinion. Great song, Too Close for Comfort. And that is the end of the album. So yeah, this is my podcast. 22 minutes long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.